Deep in a frozen boreal forest, the snow falls silent and absolute. Somewhere beneath 3 feet of white, something is breathing. Something alive, something hidden. A pair of golden eyes opens in the darkness above. She cannot see her prey. Not really. Not with her eyes alone. And yet, in the next 20 seconds, she will do something that should be impossible. Striking a target she cannot see, cannot smell, and cannot feel, using a sense most predators on Earth don't even know exists. Stay until the end, because what this owl does next will change the way you think about sight itself. This is a great grey owl, one of the tallest owls on the planet, though beneath her thick plumage she weighs barely more than a bag of sugar. She lives where few creatures choose to, the dense, frozen edges of the northern forest, where winter temperatures plunge far below freezing and daylight is a rumour for months at a time. Her face is unlike any other bird's. It is broad, flat, and disc-shaped, almost like a satellite dish carved from feathers. This is not decoration. Every feather on that facial disc is precisely arranged to funnel sound toward her ears the way cupped hands sharpen a whisper. And her ears themselves hold a secret. They are not aligned. One sits slightly higher than the other, asymmetrical by design, allowing her to pinpoint not just where a sound is coming from side to side, but its exact height as well, as if she were hearing in 3 dimensions. Her eyes, meanwhile, are giants, so large they can no longer rotate in their sockets. To compensate, her neck can swivel almost 3/4 of the way around, nearly 270 degrees, gliding through that motion without ever cutting the blood flow to her brain. She is, in almost every sense, built to perceive a world invisible to the rest of us. Tonight the forest is unusually quiet. Too quiet. Beneath the snowpack, a vole moves through hidden tunnels, completely confident in its winter fortress. To any predator relying on sight, this rodent is utterly invisible, sealed beneath a wall of frozen white. But the owl doesn't need to see it. She drops from her perch and begins her hunting glide. Low, slow, deliberate. Her wings cutting through the freezing air without a whisper of sound. Owls carry a structural secret in their feathers, soft comb-like fringes along the leading edge that break up turbulence and silence the rush of air. To her prey she arrives like a held breath. No warning, no wing beat, nothing. She pauses mid-air, head cocked at a sharp angle, locked onto a single point beneath the snow. But the greatest danger was still approaching. A sudden gust shifts the snow's surface, scattering the faint vibration she's tracking. For a heartbeat, her perfect map of sound dissolves into static. The night was about to take an unexpected turn. For a moment it seems she has lost her prey entirely. Her head swings, searching, recalibrating, and to any observer, this looks like failure. This is the moment scientists once doubted was even possible. An owl striking prey she cannot see, smell, or sense through heat, using sound alone. In landmark experiments decades ago, researchers tested this theory under absolute darkness. No light, no scent trail, no thermal contrast. They dragged a small target through dry leaves, and the owl struck it anyway, adjusting its dive mid-flight the instant the target changed direction. When researchers blocked one ear, the strikes missed by inches. Unblocked, they were flawless. She is doing exactly that now. Her pupils, capable of swallowing nearly twice as much light as a human eye, dilate further, not for light, but in response to sound itself, an extraordinary link between hearing and vision that sharpens her focus the instant something new reaches her ears. She freezes mid-air, recalibrates her entire spatial map in a fraction of a second, and locks back onto her target, this time with absolute certainty. She drops, wings folded, talons forward, no sound, no warning. The snow explodes upward in a white halo. For one unbearable second, nothing. Stillness. Then she rises. Talons closed around something unseen until this very instant. Proof that her strike, aimed entirely by sound, found its mark beneath a wall of snow she never once saw through. She lands on a low branch, prey secured, breath visible in the freezing air. For her, this was not luck. It was the result of millions of years of evolutionary refinement, a sensory system so precise that scientists studying it have used insights from owl hearing to help diagnose hearing problems in human infants who cannot yet speak. She did not need to see her prey to find it. She needed only to listen, completely, perfectly, without distraction. In a world that prizes sight above all else, this small, snow-dusted hunter reminds us that perception takes many forms. Sometimes the sharpest vision isn't found in the eyes at all, and somewhere, deep in the frozen forest, she closes her eyes and listens again.